come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Again, he finds Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Elijah Moore really started to come on in the 2021 season as a rookie out of Ole Miss. Saw 8 or more targets in 4 of his last 5 games and ended up leading the team in yardage. Expect to see a lot more first downs like we just saw there in this young man's future.
And I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, right back to Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
Now Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Packers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Okay, great.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 7-7, our score after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have moved out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach took...
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Garrett Wilson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Rodgers now on first down.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Wilson.
Able to connect with Mims. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Here's Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
Here's Wilson to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Rodgers now on first down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Rodgers.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
You block over here. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line. Back on.
In motion left is Watkins. Now Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
26.
A jet sweep, Dobbs.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Dobbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. To throw is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Zerline out now to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Over here.
Now he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And here's Jones again on second down. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second, sure, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. On the move past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
You block over here.
Here's Rodgers. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll get this down to the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he fires one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding